Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Intuition, where we have a spiritual practice, an intuitive practice scheduled for you Monday through Friday. And this is the right time, so welcome. Come on into this space. I'm just going to clear it quickly. Ask you to take a few deep breaths and release. Allowing yourself to open up the capacity in your lungs and in your heart and in your body for more in your container, releasing anything you don't need and making room for the beautiful messages and energy of the day. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Truth be told, I'm a little sleepy today. But that's okay because I will never want to miss being with you guys. So, hi, Gigi. Good morning. All your hearts and sunshines. I love that. AF Pulley, good morning. Little flower, too. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, everyone, let's pray. Let's open up our space. God, spirit guides, ascended masters, ancestors, loved ones, angels. We ask that you bless our practice today and every day. We thank you for our intuitive senses, our hearing, which lets us hear words, sentences, and phrases so we may be able to know your conversational messages, your feeling, so that we can intuit the environment around us and our vision, that we may see forwards and backwards into time and in the present moment information you would share with us via vision, and things that we know are instant downloads that you give to us that are just these messages that come and land, and we know exactly what to do with the information we receive. We thank you for all of it. We ask you to turn up the volume of our psychic senses this morning so that when we practice, we can get the messages and the guidance and the support loud and clear into the utmost potential for highest good for us and everyone involved. We ask that you sharpen the intuition of our loved ones and our friends, that within their own limits and their own comfort, they can receive the messages from the divine as well, keeping them safe and directed and guided. We thank you so much for this space and for any space we can put our intuition and our intuitive self forward. Spirit, I ask you to bless these light workers here on this video. Each and every one of them for sure has an amazing, beautiful mission, and it probably has something to do with raising the vibration of the planet. So I ask that you guide your light workers today. And with that, I say amen. And so it is. All right, well, it's time to start our practice. Without further ado, grab your notebook, grab your pen. We are about to start with our morning gratitude list. So I have a gratitude item today that we're going to list out, and it's something that I think what I was getting at with this one is things that we really take for granted, things that we don't always think about, and things that when we add our gratitude list together, we don't always get to these topics and subjects. Good morning, Carol. Hi, welcome. So our gratitude list today, if you grab your pen and paper and join me, is going to be a list of things that are like simple comforts that are in your home. So most definitely you have your certain chair or spot on the couch. You may have a plant that you really love. You may love your coffee machine. Hey, I love my coffee machine. You may be grateful for your washer and dryer because you used to have to go to the laundromat. Simple comforts and things that are in your home. We have so much to be grateful for if we just look around our space. So Our gratitude list today is going to be a list of things that are comforts or treasures in our own home. Okay, so let's take a few minutes on the clock here and let's write down and list out as many things as possible we can note that we are grateful for in our home. Here we go. Okay, so take just another minute or two, real quick, moment or two. And I want to finish our gratitude list on simple comforts or beautiful things in your home that you're grateful for. All right. And next, of course, as always, it's time to go now hit up our 5 quick 1-minute clear cognizant hits. And so, hey, Lizzie, good morning. So 5 1-minute clear cognizant hits. Here we go. Question number 1 is, Spirit, do I have angel guides around me? How are they helping? Question number 1, Spirit, do I have angel guides around me? How are they helping? So it's time to hear from Spirit about our angels. So again, one last time, the question is, Spirit, do I have angel guides around me? How are they helping? So that's question number 1. Let's put a minute on the clock, and here we go. Okay. Go ahead and wrap up question number 1. Let's do question number 2. Question number 2 is, Spirit, what big blessing is coming my way? Spirit, what big blessing is coming my way? Question number 2 is, Spirit, what big blessing is coming my way? 1 minute. Let's do question number 2. Here we go. All right. Wrapping up question number 2. Getting ready for question number 3 next. Question number 3 on our 1 minute claircognizant hits is, Spirit, how can I best prepare for any upcoming changes? Question number 2, Spirit, how can I best prepare for any upcoming changes? Again, question number 3, Spirit, how can I best prepare for any upcoming changes? Okay. Question number 3, changes. Let's channel our message. Here we go. All right, so that's question number 3. Let's move on now to question number 4. Okay, question number 4 this morning is, Spirit, who is someone I love that could use hearing it today? And how? Spirit, who is someone I love that could use hearing it today? And how? If there's any advice on how you can do so. Question number 4 is, Spirit, who is someone I love that could use hearing it today? and how? One last time, question number 4, Spirit, who is someone I love that could use hearing it today and how? Let's talk about who you love. Question number 4, here we go. All right. Okay, question number 5 now. Our last 1-minute claircognizant hit for the morning. Here we go. Question number 5. Spirit, in what area of my life am I doing a really good job? Question number 5 is, Spirit, in what area of my life am I doing a really good job? Okay. Question number 5. Spirit, in what area of my life am I doing a really good job? Okay, 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Okay, go ahead and wrap up question number 5. Spirit, in what area of my life am I doing a good job? Hope you got something good for that. And just like that, we're done with our 5 1-minute claircognizant hits. So great job, everybody. Great job, everybody. This is a combination of claircognizant and clairaudience skills. So y'all should be feeling a little better at your claircognizance and your clairaudience throughout the day if you've been joining me quite a bit and pretty diligently. This exercise will result in repetition. It will result in you becoming more psychic and able to receive information and a lot of conversational hits from spirit, meaning words, sentences, and phrases. So hopefully this is already starting to bleed over into your daily life, and your intuitive lifestyle is now being kicked off by all the work you're doing here in the morning. So let me know in the comments or in the chat or whatever. Let me know, are the practices we're doing in the morning starting yet to take hold in your day-to-day thoughts in life? They should be. They should be. Okay, so I have an exercise for us today. This is going to be, we're going to keep our notebook and pen going today. We're going to take little notes here and there. But it's going to be a mini version. I have this offering that I do from time to time, which I jokingly call the Spirit Guide World Tour. And basically, what it is it's like I'm going to, designate a moment for the different types of guides that are around us, and like focus on one at a time and move through and get a message, because getting a message from the elemental realm is a much different thing than getting a message from the angelic realm. And then a spirit guide will sound different than an ascended master. And so I teach this thing where I kind of give some context for who's who in the spirit guide world or capacity, and then we take a moment to connect with each one of them and really get a message. So I have workshops and things, and I'll be doing a retreat soon where it's going to be a very, very in-depth and long discovery of what I jokingly and lovingly refer to sometimes as the Spirit Guide World Tour. But I thought we'd do a mini version of it today, if that's all right with you guys. I have a couple of prompts for us. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to do 4 prompts so that we don't get, too overwhelmed in a short period of time. The first prompt is going to be an angelic guide, which could be a just everyday angel, it could be an archangel, it could be any combination thereof, a specialty angel. Like if you're working on your finances, you could have an angel helping you with your finances. So we're going to visit an angel that's in our sphere. I'm going to let you experience an elemental. A lot of people are very connected to fairies, or even like water spirits, because they are like beach people or lake people. And so the elemental energy is very interesting. If you love gnomes and elves and leprechauns and things like that too, sometimes that can come up in the elemental energy. So that's an archetype we can work with. I'm going to have a moment for us to meet a spiritual master or an ascended master. These can be everybody from Jesus to Buddha to anyone else that you knew of that was the master. And if there also might be a chance that a spirit guide comes through. They may not be known to everybody, but still be a guide within the sphere of something that you know. So it's just going to be like, a guide once human. And then the last one is a loved one in spirit or ancestor. Okay, so we're gonna do a mini guided world tour around our energy and get some information for us about who's with us, how they're working with us, and what message they have for us. Okay. So we are going to go into sort of a meditative state. We're not going to go in the white light void. We're going to stay right here and just use our imagination. But let's get a comfy position here and get comfortable enough to have your eyes closed and sort of do a bit of meditation. This will be a meditation where every once in a while we're going to open up our eyes and jot down some thoughts, and then close our eyes again and go back into our visioning space. Okay. So close your eyes, take a moment here. I'm not going to rush into it. Let's let the energy settle here for a minute. Okay, good. And sometimes when we meditate together, we go into like a white light void. And that's when I'm sort of taking you somewhere, removing you from the current situation, taking your attention, your spirit, kind of putting it in a compartment all its own to actually visit with guides. But this time I'd actually like your guides to come right here to you. So I want you to imagine that you're just sitting here right in the room that you're in, right in the chair that you're in. And I want you to instead imagine these spirit guides actually in your space, because you don't have to go anywhere else for them to be with you. They're actually with you wherever you are. So the first thing I'm going to have you do, and don't worry if this vision you can't tell is psychic or it's your imagination. Instead of receiving a vision as a message, we're actually using our vision as a telephone to call who we want to call. So don't think too much about, is this my imagination or is this a message? Because we are initiating the phone call with our vision. It's working a little different than if we just intuit a message. So we're actually going to call in our angels by actually thinking about one. Okay? So I want you to take a moment and I want you to imagine that somewhere in your space, standing next to you, in front of you, or behind you, I want you to imagine with your imagination a tall, beautiful angel in your space. And I want you to take a moment to just fill in that imaginative vision. Okay? Decide where you want to place them. Decide how you want them to look. And now that we've imagined an angel, we're going to stop right here. Now that we've thought about an angel and called in an awareness of their presence, now we're going to let our intuition start to observe and listen. And what I'd like you to visualize too is the angel wrapping their wings around you in a warm embrace, making you feel cocooned in love and support, gentleness. And then I want your angel here to give you a message of some kind. It can be a vision, a knowing, a thought, a feeling, whatever it is. Let that angel share an intuitive impression with you right here in 3, 2, 1. It may be a clue of what they're helping you with or why they're around you, or something they'd like you to know. And I know it's hard to leave the presence of an angel, but I am going to ask that you open up your eyes now and write down your very first impression of your angel and the message it had for you. Go ahead. Okay, now close your eyes. And we are going to open up our awareness and our space again. And this time, we're going to visit with a guide or a being from the elemental realm. Again, elemental realms are all of those beautiful fantasy realms that are sort of Middle Earth or different frequency realms that have to do with nature spirits. So it could be fairies, water spirits, tree spirits, gnomes and leprechauns, whatever you're drawn to. Fairies are usually a popular favorite. But I actually want you to imagine a little gnome or leprechaun running around your feet, or a fairy just flying around you. And I want you to just kind of call it in with a vision and imagine them just zipping around you, moving real fast, doing little elemental things. So take a moment to imagine that. We all have elemental guides. It's very similar to having pets. And it's not as Like when we have pets, sometimes we do or sometimes we don't. Elementals, there's never really a big burden for us, or not that animals are a burden, but the elementals are really around us all the time. Even if sometimes the metaphor of using animal metaphor is like sometimes you don't have animals, elementals kind of are just always around. They're really attached more to your space than they are to you sometimes. So, anyways, imagine those elementals floating around you, and you do have some ones that are your favorites. They're your little familiars. So, I want you to now know that by imagining them, you're calling them into your space and calling them out to be singled out and observed. And so now I want you to turn your imagination into observation and take a moment to observe what's coming to you now about these elemental spirits. Take a moment to observe. Okay. And now I'd like you to receive a message or a gift or a vision or a feeling from your elemental guide, something that they're helping you with or working on with you. Receive that now. Okay, when you're ready, open up your eyes, write down your notes in your notebook. That's cool. I just saw something I've never seen before. That's cool. Okay. When you're done taking your note, go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to jump back on our world tour here. And the next thing I want you to do is to call in with our vision or imagination an ascended master or guide that used to live. So we are talking about a human guide, someone in spirit, an ascended master or a human guide. Next, we're going to talk about an ancestor or loved one. So this is meant to be kind of someone else. Okay. So take a moment and use both your imagination and your intuition to receive. And either way, don't think too hard about which one's in control. Just observe and imagine an ascended master or guide in your space. And you may recognize exactly who it is, or you may just get a vibe and a vision that you don't know exactly who it is, but it's a vibe and you can feel what it's about. Observe that energy in your space for a moment. How are they interacting with you? All right, and in just a moment here, they're going to give you a message, a feeling, a gift, a vision. Let them do so now. Okay, wonderful. Open up your eyes. Take note of your spiritual or ascended master. Okay, close your eyes. And our last realm, I guess you could say, we're going to have visit us is a loved one or an ancestor. a loved one, or an ancestor. So take a minute, take a deep breath, turn on your vision and your intuition now, whichever one seems to be taking the lead most naturally. Either method is okay. You can imagine something into connection, or you can receive a request for connection. Either way, doesn't matter. We're just going to connect with our ancestor or loved one. So imagine them in your space. Where are they standing? How are they gesturing? What is their expression on their face? Let it come to you. If it doesn't come to you, simply imagine one, and it will make the connection just the same. Notice what there is to notice about your ancestor or loved one, whether it be clothing or jewelry or style. And in just a minute here, allow them to give you a message, a gift, or a feeling, a knowing about what they're helping you with. And a message of potentially encouragement, or a gift of something representing a breakthrough, whatever they want to present you with. Allow them to present you with that now. Okay, take a few deep breaths. And we're going to open up our eyes for the final time. Take a moment while you're still in the space. Write down your notes about your ancestor or loved one. Okay, fantastic. All right. I hope that was good for you. If you enjoyed today's practice, please, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like button on the video, and every once in a while, maybe even share a video on your news feed or timeline and your socials. If you're having a good time, I always want to ask that you do that if that's okay. That would be a huge support to me in the effort I'm making to wake everybody up in the morning, just to wake everybody up in their intuition. So it's like a wake up kind of thing, and that's my mission with this series. So I thank you very much for supporting that intention and supporting me and sharing a practice with me. Let's do our card for the day and get ready to close up our practice. I hope you got some good messages. Lizzie, I see your post here about that thing you shared with me that you saw the other day. That's pretty amazing. I'm glad it really dialed in for you exactly what that was. A lot of times if you just sit with it, whether it's a dream or a vision or a symbol or a sign, if you just sit with it, it starts to like make sense. Because sometimes when we first get a vision or a dream or a sign, we kind of get in the way of knowing what it is. We overthink it, or think that the knowing is going to be some burning bush, when really it's just our best guess and opinion will open up the actual floodgates of our intuition. So I'm glad that you dialed in on the message you said you got the other day. That's great. And I love AF Fully said, I heard cosmic grace. Ooh, I like that. Shiny, shiny stars. Yep. So thanks for being with us at the practice today. Let's get a card. Our card today is reflect. Reflect. I'm feeling like it would be a really good day to go over all of your good morning intuition notes. If you have like an extra 5 or 10 minutes, it might be the day to flip through your notebook today. Flip through your notebook and look at some of the messages you've gotten in previous videos, and just take inventory of just how turned on your intuition has been and how awake you really are. Okay, I think it'd be a great thing to do. Another thing would be to just reflect again on where you're going, how far along you are. Not that it's always about accomplishment or achieving goals, but Reflecting is an incredible power applied to so many different things, bringing so many different benefits. Our gratitude list is a reflection, right? Our desires and goal setting and kind of mapping out where we're at is reflection. Looking over our good morning intuition notes is definitely reflection. Um, Taking inventory of who we love and can hear it from us today is reflection. So think about just taking a moment today, and when you're doing something in the present tense, take a moment and reflect on what it's been up until now. It promises us that reflection is a key to unlocking something. A key to unlocking something. That's what it implies. It implies that the idea of reflection is a key to unlocking something for us. So, whatever gift and treasure there is for you to unlock, think about reflection today. And if you want, take just another minute and write down a pop in thought that you have about reflection. And with that, I am going to get ready to close the practice here. So, good. Came to me fully awake. I couldn't remember, Lizzie, if you said it was a dream or like a vision or what. So that's cool. That's good. Carol, this was wonderful. Thank you, Tana. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Gigi goes without saying, always will do. Thank you so much, AF Pulley. Yes, thank you, thank you. Gratitude to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And it is Friday. It is Friday, so I won't see you tomorrow, and I won't see you the day after that, but I'll be back bright and shiny on Monday to continue a practice with you. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I dedicate my day to prioritizing the things that are most important to my heart and to my soul. Prioritizing the things that are most important to my heart and to my soul. So, if you'd like to dedicate your day, take a moment and think about where you want to put your focus today. And I will see you Monday. Love to you guys. Bye-bye.